Here on my channel, Orange Grove 55, I am unique in a way that I don't just sit here every single day and bash Chapek relentlessly. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I also try to offer some constructive critiques in regards to his management style. So in this video, we're going to dive into what he can do to sort of win over the fans up next. Hey everybody, welcome aboard to another episode of the Orange Grove 55 show. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about what Chapek can do to win over the fans. Now look, I did a video recently with George Disney Family Man. We kind of talked about, D23 Expo and Chapek and what have you. There will be a portion of the fandom that will never accept Bob Chapek. Okay, like I said, he can lower the Magic Key prices down to $1 a year, and they'll still hate him. Okay, there's some people that will just never be on board, but for the rational people that actually use their brain and are a little more logical and rational, this is for them. This is for them. I think there are some steps, some things that Chapek can do that can win some of these fans over. Okay. In this video, though, I'm going to focus on one thing, and I'm really curious as to what you all think about this. So comment down below because this is actually kind of interesting. Bob Chapek needs to make an appearance at the D23 Expo. He cannot go into hiding. He cannot outsource this to Tomorrow and the other heads of the various studios and divisions of the Walt Disney Company. Bob Chapek needs to come out at the Expo, okay, in September, and address the fans. He can't dodge it like he did with Destination D. What can Bob Chapek do at D23 Expo that will win over fans? Okay, I think that Bob Chapek needs to take a page out of Eminem's playbook. And you're probably thinking, what the fuck is Orange Grove talking about? Chapek needs to take a page out of Eminem's playbook? Yes, absolutely yes. What does Eminem do? And Eminem is brilliant in so many ways. Okay, now he's a brilliant lyricist, very talented guy, but his strategy going into like that industry, the rap hip hop industry, was really really smart. In that he knew going into it that when he did like a rap battle, the number one thing that his opponents would use to kind of attack him would be, oh, you're a white boy. Oh, you're a redneck. Oh, you're a piece of crap. Da, 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 right? So what did Eminem do? Well, he preempted those attacks by basically using those attacks on himself. Self-deprecating humor is basically what he did. He would say, I'm a white boy. I'm a redneck. I grew up in a trailer. I'm a piece of shit. Yada, yada, yada. He did all that, and it left his opponent with nothing to attack him on. Bob Chapek needs to get up on the stage at D23 Expo and essentially do the same thing. He needs to get up there and acknowledge the fact, you know what? I'm really sorry, you guys. Last D23, you had the very charismatic and smooth Bob Iger, and this year you're stuck with me. I am terrible at public speaking. In fact, that the 12-year-old kid sitting in the front row would probably do a better job than I would right now. Look, he needs to do that kind of stuff because I think what it does is it sort of brings him to a human level. It humanizes him. Okay, it humanizes him. Hey, you know what? This guy who runs the biggest media company in the world has insecurities and flaws as well. It brings him down. It makes him much more likable. Okay, and I think that it's a good thing. I think it would definitely affect. Look, it's inevitable. If Bob Chapek gets on that stage, every single Disney vlogger and pundit and blog or whatever opinion person in the Disney realm, they're all going to make fun of his speech. Oh, God, Bob Chapek, he's so awkward. Oh, God, he's so this, he's so that. But if Bob Chapek acknowledges that he's awkward and he sucks at public speaking, it takes all the bite out of the attacks. It's a preemptive sort of strategy to sort of splash cold water on the inevitable attacks on how sucky he is at public speaking. He needs to do that. He needs to make fun of himself. He needs to not take himself so seriously. He has to take his flaws and his weaknesses and address them on stage with humor. Make fun of himself. And I think if he did that, okay, on that stage at D23, number one, he would get a ton of laughs. If Bob Chapek made fun of how bad he is at public speaking, how not good looking he is compared to Bob Iger and things like that, he would get enormous applause and laughter, and it would really, 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 I think, win over a lot of fans. I do. I think that's a tactic that would really work. See, a lot of the issue with Bob Chapek is like his Destination D approach was a perfect example of like kind of like the wrong approach. By going into hiding and sort of avoiding it and sort of like being super defensive, you're kind of fueling it. You're fueling the fire, so to speak. Okay. If you go in there and you address it head on with humor, I think you win brownie. I think you win points. I think that you kind of deactivate the attacks that will come. And I think that you become more likable. You become more human. Chapek, if you or your team happen to come across this video, take my advice. I think it would go a long way at the expo. I think that would really, really benefit from a PR standpoint. You're standing with the fandom. And again, like I said before, guys, there's always going to be fans that hate Bob Chapek. He could literally resurrect Walt Disney and appoint Walt Disney as the new CEO of the company, and fans would still despise Chapek. Okay? They would still despise him. But you know what? Those people are not rational. Okay? The rational fans that have an open mind and are willing to like, you know, change their opinion and what have you, will actually approve of something like this, and actually kind of, it might move the needle a little bit in terms of their opinion of Chapek. I don't know, just my opinion. But what do you guys think about what I suggested for Bob Chapek at the D23 Expo? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching OG55. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful day.